Hi, I'm immigration attorney Heather POOLE. The following is an excerpt from an interview about one of my clients' immigration cases. Trusting an immigration attorney with your case can be scary. There's often so much at stake. The story featured here is just a sample of some of our cases for clients who took the leap and trusted us with their future. These are real comments from real people, but the names have been changed to protect their confidentiality. I hope you find this information helpful and demonstrates that you are not alone in this. And even in some of the toughest circumstances, you may have options, and hope is not lost. Remember, it is extremely important to speak with an immigration attorney about your case before you start it to determine what issues you could face that could result in a denial or even a removal from the United States. For more information about me, stay tuned until the end of the video to learn more about my extensive experience in this area. Roger, a U.S. citizen from Chicago, called me and came to me for help after his wife, Sanjana, was turned around at the airport, given a 5-year removal order, and charged with lying to Customs and Border Protection officer at the airport about her intent to see her husband, who was a U.S. citizen. She was shipped back to India, and Roger had to now prove that he would suffer extreme hardship if she was not allowed to return to the U.S. to be with him. She had to get this waiver approved despite having a marriage-based green card waiting for her at the consulate based on their marriage. The main difficulties in this case were the recency of the deportation order and the fact that both spouses were highly educated and likely able to find work anywhere. Additionally, Roger was a naturalized U.S. citizen who was originally from India itself and appeared to have no problems assimilating back into Indian culture. He also had family throughout India who could offer them a place to live if he lost his job in the U.S. to join her. When filing the petition to waive Sanjana's lifetime bar as a result of her lie to Customs and Border Protection, I argued to the U.S. consulate in India that Roger's health would continue to deteriorate if he could not control his stress and emotions with the ongoing separation from his wife. I argued that he would lose access to his U.S. citizen son if he left the U.S. to be with her, based on the conduct of his ex-wife, who had taken him to court repeatedly in custody battles and even took the child without his knowledge on trips outside of the U.S. I also argued that Roger's job of many years working for a local state government agency helped many U.S. citizen children, and it would be a great loss for the public if he left for India. There were other arguments I made in Roger's case as well to show that he would suffer extreme hardship if he had to leave the United States to be with his wife. I helped the couple document these remaining arguments to make their case unique and set it apart from others filed at the same office, including documenting the emotional trauma Sanjana would endure if she was forced to stay in India alone, where she faced societal shame and harassment due to her own past marriage history before meeting Roger. The waiver and permission to reapply for admission after deportation application was approved in only 6 months. They were ecstatic to be reunited, and I'm happy to state that they are now parents to a 1-year-old son and live happily in the U.S. This was the email we received from Roger at the end of the process.
Sanjana received a call today from U.S. Consulate in New Delhi that her waiver has been approved. Thank you very much for helping us out. Without you, this would have never been possible.
I am an expert in complex family-based immigration cases and have a 98% approval rate for the past 12 years. I am a nationally published immigration author and frequent public speaker on immigration topics. I regularly train other immigration lawyers on complicated marriage and family immigration cases for the American Immigration Lawyers Association, Federal Bar Association, and National Legal Education Providers. I represent clients all over the U.S., traveling to immigration interviews and deportation proceedings. Visit our website, humanrightsattorney.com, for more in-depth information and articles on complex family immigration issues.